Hi guys, Macman here. Gonna do a short video tonight on how I process, I size and trim my 300 Blackout brass, and it's going to be set up on my Dillon 1050, which is set up fully auto. So I'll run through. I've got the FW dies. The first one is going to be to push the primers out. The second one is the backup. So if I need to swage while it's going round, I got the swaging rod in there. And then on the back side of here, I'm using the Dillon 300 Blackout sizing die, Dillon case trimmer. It's got the vacuum adapter on it. So this is going to be the setup I use to size the brass. So starting out, what I normally do is I split my brass up into, this is all reformed from 223. So I keep that all in a batch together, and then the brass over here is all 300 Blackout stamped, head stamped brass. It's all mixed head stamped. I might separate them once I finish the process, but normally I just keep them as reformed and 300 stamped. And how I start off is I'll fill up my container, and I like to use the Dillon case lube. A couple little squirts. Toss them around a little bit so they get covered, and that's pretty much all I need to do before running them in the machine. So I filled the case feeder up, got it set up, brass is fed through. I've got it set up just under half speed, 2,000 rounds an hour. It'll get a little bit noisy now. I'm just going to start up the trim tool. So the trim tool's running, and we can set this up. Hit run, and off it goes. So in the first stage, you can see it's just popping the primer out. The second one is just, if it needs a swage, it's going to be doing the swage. And then just run in. Like I said, that rear die is sizing them and trimming them. I've been running this system for about 2 years, and this is how I process all my brass, my 9 mils, 45, 44 Magnum. I'll just run it all through here, and I'll also run any 223 that I want to convert to 300 Blackout the same way. I just slow the machine down so it gives the trimmer time to go through and trim the brass. I've normally got the vacuum going, but I've left it off because it's a little bit loud and you wouldn't be able to hear me. but running this through, it's not taking a lot of brass off, so it's not going to clog up too quick. Okay, let's see how these have come out. So in the lineman book it's telling me to trim to 1.358. So that one's come out fraction over 13, oh there it is, 1358. Another one, 1358, and the last one, 1358. So you can see with that Dillon trimmer, it's pretty consistent. Here's the L.E. Wilson case gauge. Just drop in pretty much level with the bottom, and just under the top level there on that one. Dropping in again, just about perfect. Try one more on this gauge. Drops in nice, and you can see the level on that one. And I've also got this EGW gauge, pop them in there. They're all consistent, really nice. So the Dillon, this 1050 and that trimmer works really well for me. All fall out. So what I'll do next, I'm just gonna swap some brass around, and I'll put some 223 brass, and let's run the 223 converted to 300 Blackout through the same machine and see how that works out. So now I've got it loaded up with some 223 shells. So this time I'm going to be running the vacuum because there's a lot more brass coming off and I don't want to clog up the dies. So it's going to be a little bit louder. So you're probably not going to be able to hear me talking. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, because the brass is longer. So this brass has already been deprimed. I did it on a single stage, so it's not going to be doing that. As you can see, you can see the 223 brass loading into that die, sizing it and trimming it at the same time. So I didn't run so many through, but you could see it works exactly the same. It trims it all down. .358, so it's producing good. That one's a little bit lower, 5.7. And 1.358 again. So it's trimming them great. Again, let's try the Ellie Wilson one. Just drops in. On that. Another one. So just under the top. Just about level with the bottom one. I'll just pop a few more into this one. Throw them on the floor. One of these was just a little bit tight on the top. It might have just picked up some dirt. Let's give it a wipe off. And there you go. So pretty much all the same right the way through. Good consistency with the sizing. Really good consistency with the trimming. So that's how I do my 300 Blackout, and when I want to convert 223 to 300 Blackout. Thank you guys.